Hey, it's time to dish with D. That's me. Oh, it's going to be 70 today. I probably don't need this thick, but I'm cold right now, so 70. All right, what's the vlog about today, D? Thanks for asking. Joy. I was going to do something else, but I'll do both. I want to say joy. Find joy in your journey. That was my one. And my other thought was, is he wearing pajamas to school? He's wearing pajamas to school. He's wearing slippers and pajamas to school. Okay. Yeah. Plaid pants were pajamas in my day. All right. Things are opening up. Meetings are getting back to, meetings. And a lot of us will be going back. The walk of shame. How many of us are going to do the walk of shame? Now, I've done the walk of shame many times. So, I totally get it. Been there, done that. Done it more times than I can tell you. I guess I want to say is don't think about it like that. Don't think like negatively, like, oh my God, I have to go in there and I've gained 20 pounds over COVID. And oh my God, what are they going to think? And I'm so embarrassed. Let me tell you, let me be the one to shed some light on that. You're not going to be the only one. No siree, Bob. And the fact that you walk through that door makes you successful because you want help. You want to try to get it off. Sitting at home and thinking about it and not going in, that's the person you don't want to be. You want to be the person that walks in, owns what they've done, and what they've done. You know what? You ate. Is that such a crime some days? I mean, you ate to get through because sometimes that's what we do. Right or wrong, it's a coping mechanism. I'm not going to sit there and try to talk you out of it because maybe that's all you have to cope. So I'm not going to take your one lifeline away. But yes, the walk of shame. Yes, I know it's embarrassing. I've had to go back and gain, oh my God, 50 pounds. I've gone back and gained 27 pounds in like 3 months. So yeah, I know all too well the walk of shame, but I did it. And each time when I sat back in my seat, I felt so much better that I was there and I knew that I needed to be there. So don't let the walk of shame hinder you from going back. Just go. That's all I can say is just go. And you will be welcomed with open arms. I've never had anything negative when I went back to a Weight Watchers meeting because people there get it and understand. And that's why it works. Why meetings work. Because you're there with people going through exactly what you are and totally understand you and don't judge you. If you're at a place where you're being judged, yeah, you need to find a new meeting because that's not what it's about. And I don't like, if I ever hear that, no. No, it's a judgment-free zone. It's people who get it, people who live it. So I definitely say go in and go back to your family. Like that's your family, that's your weight loss family, and they'll always be there with open arms. So that's my tip for today. And joy. Joy, 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 joy. Finding joy in your journey. Breathe, Denise. Joy, happiness, contentment. Those are the things when you're on this journey that you want to have. You don't want to be like stressing, worrying about every little stupid piece of food you put in your mouth because you're not having joy. You're having stress. Stress in the journey doesn't work. I'll be the one that tells you that. No. Joy in the journey is the only thing that makes you successful. You have to enjoy your journey. I say that all the time. You see my acronym? You have to enjoy it. You have to find joy in it because it's your new lifestyle. We're not on a diet anymore. We are on healthy lifestyle journeys. We are trying to better the food that we eat, better our life. And the only way we can do that is if by making these simple changes that I talk about all the time. And you know the changes. I don't have to go over them. We know them. You need to be reminded that we need to, cut back on portions. Eat more fruits and vegetables. Incorporate high protein, lean meats, oils, some fats. Don't shun fat. I know fat is a negative word, but don't shun fat. If I sit on my hand, I keep moving it. Don't shun fat. Olive oil, avocados, nuts, they're all good. And guess what? I'm going to tell you that you don't already know it. Your body needs it. It does. I don't use a lot of vegetable oil, quite honestly, or canola oil. I always use like a light olive oil or an extra virgin olive oil. Now, if I'm going to deep, which I don't deep fry, but if I was going to deep fry, then I might use a veg oil because it just doesn't have a taste. But I don't deep fry anyway. But yeah, my cooking oil is light olive oil, and my, like I say, finishing oil, the oil that I taste, is always extra virgin. Oh yeah, when you want to just a little drizzle on something, yeah. Salad dressing, yeah. Oh, I'm all crooked. I'm a hot mess today. Hot mess express. So yes, joy. You have to enjoy. Guys, joy comes from enjoy. I didn't realize that. Enjoy. It's early for me. Anything before 9 o'clock, I don't function well. But yes, joy. You have to enjoy your food. If you're stressing over, weight, then you're never going to find joy, and you're just always going to be struggling. I don't want you to sit here and struggle all the time, because struggling is not part of this plan. This is not the struggle bus plan. This is the find the joy in our journey plan. This is where we enjoy our food. We find, like new things that we never tasted before. Wow, this is really good. You know what I discovered about, it was 2 years ago. I thought it was last year, but I think it was 2 years ago. It was a year before COVID, and that was last year. I discovered a new vegetable called kohlrabi. I've never had it before. I don't know if I've ever, I think I've seen it. It looks weird. It looks like some kind of amoeba, kind of like outer space looking vegetable. I think it's a vegetable. Yeah, I think it's a vegetable. But man, it's so good to like dip. So I'm like on a hunt to find it. It's only out at a certain time, and I think it's coming up in the next month. I gotta find me some kohlrabi, because if you've never tried kohlrabi, I don't know how to spell it. It's with a K. That's all I know. Kohlrabi. But yes, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like, has the texture of like a jicama, and I do love jicama. I need to eat more jicama too. That's another thing. I just can't find it, and the one store that has it locally, it always looks like it's moldy, and I don't know if that's good, so I don't ever try to buy it. But yeah, jicama I really like. It has the texture of like an apple, sort of, but it's just kind of nice flavor. But that kohlrabi, ooh, is so good. So yeah, so I found I've never had it my whole life, and I'm trying to eat more fruit. I'm doing well. Actually, I had I don't know if I finished. I didn't finish it. I got some honeydew at home. I got a honeydew and a cantaloupe a few weeks back. They weren't ripe, but they ripened up. I've been trying to eat more of that. I got some strawberries. I got some pears. I'm trying to eat more fruit, and I'm trying to eat more greens. The greens was a New Year's resolution, and the fruit was a Lenten thing. So I'm doing good, and it could be doing better, of course. Of course, could always be doing better. But yes, like find like something like that. Like try new things. Like I know a lot of us are creatures of habit, one included. But I love to try new things, or try new things with something you already enjoy, like carrots. I don't hate them. I shouldn't say hate, but I'm tired. That's what I'm looking for. I'm tired of carrots. I'm tired of carrots and dip. It's like carrots. But what I like to do with them is make a dip. I have one on my channel. It is called a roasted sriracha carrot dip. Now, if you don't like sriracha, you definitely can leave it out. But what I've loved about it, because I was trying to use up carrots one day, and I was like, I need to do something with these stinking carrots. So I looked up something, and I think I was looking up a dip, and you needed to roast them and then put them in the food processor with yogurt. When I saw that, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a 0 point dip. And the sriracha. Now the sriracha gives a little bit of kick. Now I like the kick, but if you don't like kick, then hey, leave the kick out. You give a little bit of hot sauce, it probably is nothing like sriracha. Sriracha is a little bit in depth and deep. But oh my, it's like a carrot hummus. So now I enjoy eating that. I just don't have the love of carrots. Like slice them down, I don't know what it is. I think I'm just so OD'd on carrots that I don't even desire to eat them. Don't hate them, but don't want to eat them, if that makes any sense. So yes, but I did find a way to reinvent them. Have you ever tried carrot fries? I'm into string bean fries too. I'm into string beans just on a whole. That's another thing I've been into. I'm going to be doing we'll do it tonight. I can't do it tomorrow, it's Lent. But sometime in the next week, I went to the produce outlet and I bought string beans, and they have like string beans in bulk. You get like a 2-pound bag for like $2. And I want to do this like a sauteed string beans with like chicken or beef or something. Like I've been thinking about it nonstop. I know, I got, not enough stuff on my mind. I'm dreaming of sticking string beans. But again, I'm finding joy in that. I am like anticipating and looking forward to it. That's what I want you to do with your journey. You have to like think of something that makes you excited and incorporate into your journey like a certain, like say you like Kung Pao. You can make a light Kung Pao, and I had Kung Pao, you're gonna laugh, Kung Pao no, it wasn't Kung Pao. It was General Toes or Towels, however you say it. It was General Towels. I had it on my Instagram, Portobello's. It was good. Let me tell you something. It was good. Don't knock something. Don't knock it. Laugh at me if you must, but don't knock it. But yeah, I and there are a lot of you I know that don't cook. You're not people that like to be in the kitchen. And that, I don't know what to tell you, because I feel like you don't get to eat enough when you're like that, because you're paying a lot of points for a lot of processed, pre-made foods. Yeah, that one's a hard one, because I don't know any way to lower those points. There's just no way, To me, the secret to being successful is cooking your own food. I'm not telling you to cook it from scratch. I'm just saying cook it. Like, cook your chicken, cook your vegetables, make your own rice. You buy a lean cuisine, you got nothing for 10 points. You got a thimbleful, and you're just like, you're sitting there looking for more because it's not enough. I don't know who could survive on a lean cuisine. I know I couldn't. It's like an appetizer, quite honestly, and I'm not paying 10 points for an appetizer. But I can make my own, oh my gosh, I could have third of the point, not a third, like half the points, and double or triple the amount of food by making it myself. Put in your own proteins, put your own vegetables, put your own rice or pasta. I mean, it's insane what you have to pay. So that's another tip. I know you don't like to cook, and there's nothing I can tell you to convince you otherwise. But I often thought of, I love cooking, don't get me wrong, but I thought of having like people have asked me at school especially, can I buy food from you? And I thought about it for a hot minute, like, ooh, a food delivery service for like Weight Watchers people. I have people at my meeting ask me all the time. I have this one woman, she says to me, just let me pay you, I want you to and my fear is that if I have to do it like that, I won't enjoy it anymore. That's my fear, and I can't imagine not being able to be creative. But I think about it. I think about, Dish with D's Dish, the Daily Dish with D, her own catering business and delivering food, and you package it up, and like I could make them like breakfast for the week. You can make them lunches or lunch ideas, and dinner, you'd portion it out for them. You do all the, shopping and preparing, and then they just get little containers. So I do think about it a lot, because, I know it's especially some people who I know struggle with that. Part of me would love to help them out. I'm just afraid if it gets to be like a job, I won't do it. It's kind of like this. If this YouTube channel becomes a job, I don't know if you'll see me. I'm sorry to say that, but I already have a job, and not to say, do this as a job, D. Yeah, but this is a 24/7 job. I mean, I answer a lot of comments and emails on my own time, and that takes up so much time that I can't imagine adding more. And then if you add more and it becomes, then I'll be miserable, and I don't want to be miserable. I like being happy and carefree, and that's part of the Dish with D, happy and carefree and funny, and I won't be funny anymore because I'll be stressed. Stress D is not a funny D. But that's gone way too off on the gamut. I'm here at school. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, you know what to do. And if you haven't subscribed, I want to know why. I know some people just don't subscribe. That's what they do. But I would love to have you as a subscriber. And if you know anybody that could benefit from my wisdom, there's a share. Share me. Take care. We'll dish tomorrow.